DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, we are back from our vacation in Ireland, and I am going to start. I'm out for a walk, and I'm going to start with a few questions from the last two jasmine tags. So let me see. We'll start with the one from last week. Question one was your most treasured memory. That is not an easy one to answer again, as often these things are. Birth of my children, our children. In both cases, they were, I was going to say in both cases it ended with cesareans. I think, nevertheless, because Mrs. DC, the first child was a planned cesarean, so she was not present, if you know what I mean. When the child was brought, she was still under anesthesia, and so I got to meet him and wash him and so on. I think that the rush of emotions at that time was unbelievably incredible. Yeah. Question two: how do you feel about your family in a world for me? I think I can't say much more than that. I mean, I just love them to bits. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty quick tag. Oh, question three: how do you feel about the government? Probably the other way around. No, actually, living in Switzerland, I have the highest respect for the government, for the Swiss system, which allows us to take part in decisions. Politicians will remain politicians, and I've noticed that that they're from the right or from the left. It doesn't really matter. They're all politicians. Some are out there to really help you, and some are out there to help themselves. So yeah, I have a very mixed bag. If I was living in other countries, I would have probably a very low impression of the government, but we'll keep it at that. Is your hobby hard to do? Well, let me see, there's several hobbies. Geocaching can be pretty hard to do, actually. Finding things, solving puzzles and stuff like that. Photography can be extremely hard to do, to get the right lighting, to post-processing and everything. So yeah, I guess we could say they're quite hard to do. And other hobbies, for the moment I'd say if you want to start, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Worst relationship you had? Now, I think that the worst relationship that I had, we have to talk about friends, because other type of relationships, I haven't had many others, have I? So yeah, when you've been when you're in a relationship where the person has basically, I was going to say, done wrong to you in a way that you never believed was possible. And I've had a few times that's happened, but one in particular, where you feel you've been stabbed in the back a couple times, and that people come to your house. They'll take advantage of you in every possible way, and then eventually when something comes up, they just act as if you've never existed. Yeah, so that'll be it. So that is the jasmine tag from last week. I guess I'll have to edit this and see, and I'll put the questions. So thank you, Jasmine. I'm back from Ireland. I'm trying to do your tags, but I saw Dave Nicholson has a whole lot of them as well, so wow. Okay, that's it for now. DC signing off.